This is a live stream, and in this video, I'm going to be showing a lot of information. Okay, it's like this much information. Oops, and and half of it is this. More than half of it is the same information, but there's a lot of new info in it too, and and it's, of course, it's all connected to my predictions. And if you're new to the channel, you got to watch all my live streams. Just work your way back under the live stream section, okay? And you'll understand eventually once you keep watching. But if you want to see my testimony video, it's from a year ago, over a year ago, under the live stream section, and it says Jurassic testimony. In the beginning was the King Man's son. It's a 2 hour, 8 minute video. All right, so go back under the live stream section from over a year ago to find it. Now, I'm trying to just waste a little time until people get into the chat, because if they get in late, they're not going to understand what this video is about. By the way, I will be getting to my reset videos, which is the most important videos. And I'm going to be, you know what? I've decided that I'm just going to start it, even though it's going to be a little convoluted, because it's the most difficult videos to to uh, to put together, because it's like 7 parts. It's too much. It's like 7 hours worth of videos, and so I'm going to have to do just one by one. And it's unfortunate because I want to put it all out there for everyone to see. But anyway, let's get started. It's sad there's not enough people in the chat, because right away I'm going to be showing stuff that's really important and they're going to miss it. Maybe I'll recap it for them in the end. Anyway, so anyone who gets in late and they can't figure out what the video's about, tell them to start from the beginning. Only if they ask. All right. You know what? I can't wait for these people. You tell them something, they don't care. What am I going to do? I tell them to show up, they don't show up. All right. You know that Trump's birthday is June 14th, okay? And June 14th is the 165th and 166th day on a leap year, okay? And notice that if you went 16,566 days, okay, depending on when you start, on certain months or certain years ending with, this is what it can be: 45 years, 4 months, 7 days, 45 years, 4 months, 8 days, 45 years, 4 months, 9 days, 16566 days. And look, that's his birthday: 16566 days. 165 or 166, get it? 165 or 166. So what I'm saying is, yeah, to the person who's to the person who's telling me about Elvis Costello. Obviously, to the people who are new, I'm not talking about Elvis Costello in this video. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I'll look it up later. Okay, I'm busy right now doing a video, but I appreciate it. Anyway, so back to this. Anyway, so Trump's birthday to 614, 165th or 166, 16,566 days is 45 years, 4 months, 7 days, or 45 years, 4 months, 8 days, or 45 years, 4 months, 9 days. And it's got the same numbers as here: 165 or 166, which is Trump's birthday, okay? And look, Trump was the 45 and 47 president. It depends on when you start doing it. It could be, if you start from the first of the year, it might be different, or from the beginning of the year, certain months. I checked every one of them. Okay, you get either one of these equations for this. Anyway, so let's move on. And I was just telling you about the 47, 48, 49 thing. Look, I told you everything's about America's age and my birthday, because my birthday is the 247, 248 day of the year, which is 9495, the date. And 95 is also the 248, 249 day of the year. And 247 minutes is 4 hours, 7 minutes, or 4 hours, 8 minutes, or 4 hours, 9 minutes for these three equations. So you have that connection to America's age, because America's age was 247 earlier this year. Now it's 248. Next year it's going to be 249. after my predictions. So it's going to be in between 248 and 249, which is 9/5, the date. But it's going to happen on June 11th, but it has to connect to the 9495, which is my birthday. I know you guys don't understand it if you're new to the channel. All right. Now, so from Elvis's birthday, because everything is about the 44, 45, because Trump is the 44th person, 45th president. Just like MLK was killed on 4/4, but it landed on the 4/5 day because it was a leap year. Okay? 44, 45. He's the 44th person, Trump, 45th president. Okay? And Elvis's birthday, from the Elvis's birthday, January 8th, if you went 44 or 45 days forward, it would land on 221. Because if you don't add the dates, 44 days. If you add the dates, 45. So 45 is the more important number. Okay? So from Elvis's birthday to 221 is 45 days. Then from 221 to the day Trump gets his head wound on August 4th, which is Obama's birthday, and that's why Obama was the 44th president. Okay, but Trump is the 44th person to become president. So it's 165 days, and Trump is the 165th. He's born on the 165th day. You see what I'm saying? So from the 44, 45 connects to the 165 and connects to August 4th. All right. So did everyone who's here right now, did you guys get what I'm showing here before I move on? Okay, I need to know before I move on. I want to make sure everyone understood that part. All right. All right, let me get back to this now. So anyway, before I get to the next card, let me just quickly mention that, remember, it connected to this 221. All right, 221 connection to all of this, right? What I just showed. Check this out. So from Elvis's birthday, all right, now pay attention. I know this is going to be kind of confusing. Because remember, we were talking about, why am I showing you this first? Hold on one second. I think I was supposed to show this one first. I'm not sure. But remember, I was showing you from Elvis's birthday to 221 was 44 days or 45 days if you add the day. And look, from Elvis's birthday to 8/16 is 221 days. This is the day he died. Okay? So do you see what I'm saying? Elvis's death day, and it's connected to the 221, get it? And connected to the 4445, which goes right back to what I was showing you here, which is from Elvis's birthday to the date 221 was 44, 45 days. And from that day, 221 to 84 is 165 days, which connects to Trump's birthday being the 165th day of the year, and Trump being the 44, 45 president. You know what I'm saying? It's all connected. And then here, what I was showing was from Elvis's birthday to this date, which means nothing, okay? But I was showing that it's to 45 years and the 2 months, 21 days, which is the connection to the 45 and the 221. From Elvis's birthday, it was 45 days to 221, the date, all right? And notice, look at the numbers. 165, which is Trump's birthday, the 165th day of the year, and I told you he's going to get his head wound in the 17th state, which is Ohio. Okay. Then from that day to the day Trump gets his head wound next year, look at that. It's 16566 days. The 45 years, 4 months, 8 days. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 45 years, 4 months. What is this right here? What the hell am I writing here? It's 4 months, 7 or 8 days. What? Oh, that's the other card. I'm looking at, I'm like, what is that number there? I got all confused. Yes, 45 years, 4 months, 7 or 8 days. But it's the 8th day for this equation, 16566. which is right back to Trump's birthday being the 165th, 166th day of the year, which was what I was showing you earlier, you know. Okay. So did anyone not understand what I just showed before I move on? All right. I need to know that everyone understand that part, or do I have to, before I move on, can you guys tell me that you understood that? Hold on, there's something wrong with the chat here. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Nobody has anything to say. I don't know what's going on with the chat, but let's keep going. So here's another connection. The square root of 165, because I told you Trump's born on the 165th day of the year, and on leap year it's 166th day, June 14th. And 165, the square root of 165 is 12.845. First of all, the 12th prime is 37. That's why it's so important, because the 37 is the EL connection, because 3 and 7 looks like the letters EL. So that's why when you see the 12, that's why it's so important. But what's behind it is what's important. 845, and that's when Trump gets his head wound on 8-4, but 8-4 also lands on 8-5 day on a leap year. All right. And then I told you that Trump gets his head wound on 8-4 and he comes back on 8-8. So it's interesting that you have the 8-4-5, then 8-8-4 here. So you have all these connections with the 165th, 166th day, you know. And then interesting that the square root of 216, because August 4th is the 216th day of the year, the square root of 216, the square root of 216 is 14.6, and then a bunch of numbers after that, but 14.6 is the first three numbers. Look, that's Trump's birthday. And that's the first time you see 14.6, you know. It's at the 216 mark. And you know, Trump's born on 6/14. 6 times 14 equals 84. Okay. So that's another connection there. Now, to get the whole picture, look at this. That's exactly Trump's birthday, 6/14/1946. Look at that. The first four numbers is 2478. That is what I was telling you earlier. My birthday, the 247, 248 day of the year, right? And you know, 6/11, 2025 next year has the 247 and 225 there. You see that? Next year. You know, that's my birthday again. But anyway, look, folks, I'm just trying to explain to you guys that that there's big connections. And 6/11, the date 6/11 is the first time you see that these three numbers together. The first time, 244.7 is at the 6/11 mark, and that's my birthday, 247, 248 day of the year. But here's that 6/11, and then 6/14 also has 24.7, and then next year Trump turns 79, and then you get a crown, his head. So again, I'm just showing you just weird connections here, you know. And here's another weird connection. Remember, I was just showing you 6/11 is where the 24.7 is the first time you see it. But look, 666 days is 182.47%. That's what the percentage is for 666 days. And look, 6/11 has the 2, 4, 7, and 1/8. And you know, Elvis is born on 1/8, and 247 days later is 9/11. Between Elvis's birthday and 9/11 is 247 days. So that's why you see 1/8 and 247 is connected to 6/11. See? And what's in between 6/11 and 666 is this. Satan. Satan equals 55. 611 plus 55 is 666, right? So that's why I'm saying you have, you know, these connected to 666 and 611. You know? Anyway, just give me a second to figure this out, folks. I'm all frazzled with the information I have. So remember I showed you this earlier, right? That Trump's birthday on a from the first of the year to 614. If you don't add the days, 164. So you don't have to look at that right now. But from the first of the year to 614, Trump's birthday is 165 or 166 days on a leap year. 165 on a regular year, 166 on a leap year. And I told you that 16566 days is 45 years, 4 months, 7 days, or 4 months, 8 days, or 4 months, 9 days, depending on when you start. So it has the 165 or 166 for Trump's birthday, right? And he's the 45, 47 president. And who knows, is he going to be three more terms, which is what I was telling you guys, that we could be here another 10, 12 years. Hold on. Ow. After Trump gets his head wound next year. Because I told you next year is the reset. And you'll understand, I already did the resurrection video, but you'll see the reset video in a moment. Oh, man. My arthritis is killing me. All right. Yeah, it is. It's driving me crazy, this information. Because when you have all this information and you can't make people understand it, it drives you crazy. Yeah. Well, Jenny, you're not going to have to wait 10 years for the predictions to happen. I'm saying that it might take that long for them to implement everything, to get rid of all the slackers who are slacking off, to get rid of the financial issues, to break it and bring it back up with digital dollars. Who knows what they're going to do? But it could take 10 years, 12 years. But believe me, as Christians, we're going to be seeing, for us, we're probably going to be, not here for it anyway, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, so let's keep going. Yeah, I knew what you were saying, Jenny. Let's keep going. So remember, I told you that, I told you the word resurrection equals exactly the same as insurrection. So when you see the resurrection, you're seeing insurrection equals exactly the same in Gematria. All right. And notice what you see here. Resurrection equals 165.66. Can you believe that? I just showed you what 165.66 days equals. 45 years, 4 months, 7 days, and that Trump is the 45, 47, or is he going to be the 45, 48, or 45, 49? Who knows what they're up to? But look, resurrection, 165.66. That's Trump's birthday. And then from Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday, if you don't add the days, 157. If you add the days, 158. And if you, on a leap year, it's 159. So there it is right there, 157, 158, 159. You see? From Elvis's birthday to 614. And 16566, right there, 16566. And Trump's age right now is 77, 20 equals 66, 66, 78. You see how it all connects? That's why it has to happen. For Elvis, it has to happen while Trump is still 78. And then he turns 79 3 days later, Trump. 6/11 is the date Washington State gets struck, which is for Elvis, Anyway, and by the way, what is the connection here of this importance of what all of this, the 16566 being these, connecting to that 16566, which is the Trump birthday. What's so important? Look, see, that's what you're seeing right here. What you're seeing is this. The O is the 15th letter, and then you're seeing 666. See? 16566. So you're seeing a 1 and a 5 and 666. You see? So basically, it's a crown on the 666. And 666 equals 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. And then you have a crown, which is 15, that makes 33. And you know that 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, which is August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound, right? Which is Obama's birthday. And also 33, that's why 33 is so important, because it connects to the resurrection. And when did Jesus get resurrected? At 33. Look at the numbers. 15666. 16566. 16566, right? And 15666. It's the crown. The 15 is the crown. 666. And of course 1 plus 5 is 6 anyway. So the 33, get it? And of course June 11th equals 141. And if you put a crown on it, which is the O, that makes 156. There, we're back to this again. Because Jesus was crucified at 33 and he resurrected at 33. Hold on. Anyway. And Trump, I told you, is 78 right now. And 78, look at it. It's the same numbers again as it's got 165, 159. Resurrection was 165 here, 159 here. You see what I mean? It was like the backwards 78. And look, it's got 15 and then 960, because that's Trump's birthday, 165. But look, 15960. Why is that important? Because look, 159 is the 15 and the 9, and 165 is the 15 and the 6, because the letter O, which is the crown, has the 15 and 6. So what's missing is the 9. Okay, the 9 is what's missing in here, because 6 plus 9 is 15. See the 6 and the 9 in the circle? And it's either way, it's a 6-6. Get it? Because if you turn it around, the 9, it becomes a 6, and the other one becomes a 9. That's why the word twin equals 66, because that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the word. See, that's why it's so perfect, the word twin. Twin equaling 66, because it's 2 6s inside of a womb, but one is up, one is down. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same 6s. And remember, brain is so the word twin equals 66, right? And the Twin Towers fell from Elvis's birth to the Twin Towers was 66 years, 8 months, 4 days. So you have the 8-4 and the 66. And the word twin equals 66. 66 years, it comes down, the Twin Towers. And Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. You see how perfect it is? You see what I'm saying? And yeah, I'll show this later. This part. No, I'll do it now. It's all right. I was going to show it later, but I know this is like convoluted, folks. And I apologize, but it's impossible to explain. All right, go and try it, man. How do you explain the unexplainable? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do here. Trump. You know what? Let me just keep going. Yeah, Joe, I'll be talking. I've talked about that many times, about the Seattle Slew connection. Anyway, let me keep going. You'll see why in a moment, what I was about to show. But anyway, so Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. And by the way, June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, so it's 162, and August 4th is the 216th day of the year. So Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Elvis was born on 1/8. If you look at it, 1/8 is like 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. So everything to do is 666 with Elvis. So Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, right? Trump's head wound is on August 4th, which is the 217th day of the year, right? And he's going to get a head wound in Ohio, right? Now, check this out. So it's the 217 day of the year, right? So when was Trump elected? 2016. When was Trump president? 2017. 217 with crowns, right? And remember, Obama was president, and he gave it over to Trump in 2017. He was still president in 2016. And Obama was 55 years old, and Satan equals 55, and Trump was 55 when 9/11 happened. See what I mean? It's all connected. And Obama became president at the age of 47, and Trump just became the 47th elected president. Anyway, so Trump was 70 years old when he was elected, and 70 years old when he became president. Okay, so Trump was 70 years old. By the way, on the day he became president, he was 70 years old, 7 months, 7 days. 777, exactly. All right, but look, so he was 70 when elected, 70 when he became president, right? And I just told you that August 4th is the 217. He was elected and became president at 217, right? Right? And by the way, August 4th, when Trump gets his head wound, like I said, if you add up, where is it? Why didn't I add up 216 and 217? Anyway, if you add up 216 and 217, it equals, man, the shadow's messing it up. 216 plus 217 equals 433, okay? And look, I put it down here. You couldn't see it. There it is right there. 216, 217 equals 433. Anyway, so Trump was elected, Trump president, 216, 217, that's 433. 211, 222, Washington's two birthdays. 211 and 222 is 433, because Washington had two birthdays. And the 84th prime is 433. You see that? And Trump is born on 6/14. 6 times 14 equals 84. 84th, 433, 433, 433. And August 4th, 216, 217 day is 433. Same thing as this, all this you're saying. See what I mean? And I told you that the 37 is the EL, or 7-3, but Trump's age was 37 in 1983, and that's the only year in all the 1900s in Gematria that equals 216. 1983 equals 216. Come on, think about it, folks. And remember, he was the EL. 3 and 7 looks like the letters E and L. EL 216. EL means God, Elvis, right? And the VIS in Elvis is 666, if you know what I mean, if you've seen my videos. But so Trump, when he turned 37, it was the year that it was 216, 1983. It equals 216. The only year in all the 1900s. And when Trump became president in 2017, that year was 216. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. And look, 20 plus 17 is 37. So there's the EL connection again. And 2017, it's 216. Are you getting what I'm showing? He was 37 in that year, 216. 37, if you add up 2017, is 216. You see? You see how crazy that is? Come on, man. All right. Now, you know the prime numbers for 216 and 217? Look at this. 216 and 217 equals 433, right? But the prime numbers are 1537 and 1644. You add that up. Look at that. 433 plus 3181 is 3614. The 3 is a crown, and 614 is Trump's birthday. You see that? You see that, what I'm showing you? So it goes right back to Trump getting a crown. Are you getting that? Can people see this or not? What I'm showing? Is anyone not understanding this part? The 3 is a crown, like Washington, W. Okay? Oh, man, my hands. Oh, man. Like I said, try to explain the unexplainable. Good luck. All right? Yeah. Good luck trying to figure this out. Oh, man. Anyway, so remember, the 84th prime is 433, okay? And next year is August 4th, 2025. Look at this. 84th prime is 433. 216 plus 217 is 433, which is August 4th, the 217th day of the year. August 4th, 2025, 433. If you add up each letter to what it is in the alphabet, you could put it into the calculator. August 4th, 2025 equals 433. And if nobody believes me, I could show it to you. All right? If you don't believe me, I will show it to you right now. In fact, I should just show it to you. That way you can see that I'm not just making stuff up, Look, see? August 4th, 2025. See? 433. Because the first number is the most important one. All right, 433. That's what it equals. If you just add up every letter to what it is in the alphabet. See? See what I mean? How is this possible, right? And remember I told you that Trump was 70 years old when he became president the first time. When he was elected, he was 70. When he became president, he was 70. So now he gets elected at 78, and he's going to be president at 78, maybe. I don't know what's going on yet. But he was elected president at 70, became president at 70, and now he's elected president at 78, right? Now, what does that make, folks? 70 through 78. Look. What is 70 plus 71 plus 72 plus 73 plus 74 plus 75 plus 76 plus 77 plus 78?
The answer is 666.
Now you understand why he had to be president at 70 and 78? Did you see it? Are you understanding now? All right. All right. Now do you get it? 70 through 78, Okay, 666. There it is. Okay? This is no joke, people. By the way, I still have a long way to go. Can you believe how long this video is? It's taking forever, man. Let's keep going. All right. I've shown that information before many, many times. All right. Obama was born on 8/4. Trump's head was on 8/4, right? If you add up the numbers, 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 times 4 is 32. Makes 44. And, it's the kill number. And Obama is the 44th president, right? And Trump was the 44th person. But look, that's Elvis's death date, 8/16. Anyway. But check this out. Look at this. Elvis died on the 228th day of the year, 816. Look at that. 216 equals 228 and 84. Can you believe this? Look at what I'm showing you, man. He dies, and remember, Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, and 216 equals 228, 84. And I told you Trump's gonna get his head one on 84. And Elvis died on 228. See what I'm saying? If you think these are coincidences, you're just dumb, man. You know. And now, what is Elvis searching for? He's searching for the crown. The crown is the end part is Trump's head. The crown. Trump has to get the crown. You know, for Elvis to get his crown. So look, if you add the letter O, which is the crown, to the 216, the letter O to 216, this is what you get. This is the first time when adding a crown that any number does this, where it's the same forward, same backwards. And look what it equals, 666. Look at that perfect that is. Half, 666. You see? So the first time when you put a crown on a number, at 216 is the first time it does this. So I went through every single number, starting from 1 all the way to 216, one by one, okay, to see if any number did anything weird. And at 216 is where it happened, all right? Now, if you want to know without the crown, what number does this? I mean, it doesn't do this, but it has the same forward and backward, is 167. 167 is the first time where you have the same number forward and backward in a number. Are you getting what I'm saying? But with a crown, it's at 216. See, that's what it is. It needs a crown because there has to be a sacrifice. What do you think Jesus was doing? It was a sacrifice that had to be taken place. All right? A price had to be paid. And that's the way they're doing. Now, whether these people are actually doing real sacrifices, I don't know. We'll never know that answer. You know, if you ask me, I would say no. You know. Yeah, trust no one, definitely. It's fallen angel technology. What do you think we're seeing? This is not humans doing this. I mean, humans are being used. Anyway, so 84 is when Trump gets his head one. So I said to myself, let me put a crown on 884. Let's see if that does anything. You know what? I should have checked 84. I didn't even check that. Let me just check what 84 is. I know I checked it before, but I just forgot now. Man, this video's taking forever, man. What is this? Man, it's so hot in here. I can't believe how hot it is here, man. No, 84. So 84 with a crown, because Trump's going to get his head one on 84. I just thought it was interesting that 84 with a crown equaled 84 with a crown on it. The letter O is 149, and JFK is born on the 149th day of the year, and the backwards date of 5/29, JFK's birthday, the guy who got the head one, its reverse date is August 4th, the 216th day of the year. So crown on the 84 equals 149. The 149th day of the year is JFK's birthday. JFK was the one who got the head one. JFK's reverse birthday is August 4th, the day Trump's going to get his head one, because it's the 216th day. 216 plus 149 is 365, which makes 1 year, okay? That's how you get reverse dates, okay? All right. Reverse dates, that's how you do it. But anyway, Now here's the big reveal here. And some of you have already seen this, but get ready. So look at this. All right, you've seen this, but wait, I have an added thing to show you after this. Let me see if I can fix this here. All right, so I told you that when you put a crown on, oh man, I'm about ready to lose it. So when you put a crown on each one of their full names, Elvis, Aaron Presley, Donald John Trump, Barack Hussein Obama, look what it equals. First of all, it's got the 6 and the 9 with a crown. 69 goes in the crown. Do you understand? Because Elvis is what holds these two idiots together, Donald Trump and Barack. But anyway, so it's 609, all right? But look what it equals. 84 with a crown and JFK's death date, 11/22. You see that? So 840, 84 with a crown, and JFK's death date with these three crowns with their full names. Elvis, Aaron Presley, Donald John Trump, Barack Hussein Obama. How can this be possible? Okay, and remember, we're talking about 84 with a crown and 11/22. Do you know that in between Obama's birthday, Obama was born on August 4th, 1961, to JFK's death date, 11/22/63, is 840 days. If you don't add the day, but up to that day. So there's, look at that. So from 84 to 11/22 is 840. Do you see what I just showed? So 840, when you put all this, 840 and 11/22. 840, 11/22 is 840 days. You see? And look, what is this up here? Trump had one on 8/4. Trump age will be 79. Obama goes from 63 to 64 on that day. Oh, let me show you why I was showing you this. Check this out. So mind you, Trump, he's going to turn 79 on 6/14, okay? So he's 79 years old, he's going to be next year. 79, but on the day that Trump gets his head wound, Obama would still be 63 if you don't add the day. And, he turns from 63 to 64 on that day. So check this out. So Trump, 79, Obama, 63, 64. How do you like this? Put a crown on Donald John Trump, 79. Put a crown on Barack Hussein Obama, 63, 64. Look at that. 840. 8-4 with a crown. You see? You see what I'm saying there? It's because Trump is going to be 79, but Barack turns from 63 to 64. And that's when JFK was killed, in between 63 and 64, and it was 840 days from Barack's birthday. You see? See, I told you, it's all about the Triple Crown. See, Elvis, he's going to get his, you know what Elvis's crown is? I've already told you. Look, folks. What is Elvis's crown? Okay? Because, see, he needs the triple crown, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They're mocking. But why does he need a triple crown? All right? And that's because I told you that the June 11th event is for Elvis, okay? The August 4th event is also for Elvis, but it's, it's for Donald Trump and Barack to have crowns also, But the main crown is for Elvis, everything. Elvis needs the triple crown, all right? And I told you this is the map of Washington State, right? And we're focusing on this end right here because that is Elvis's head. His head is going to be sacrificed, man. All right, and that's Seattle. What I told you, probably, around here is going to be probably ground zero. And Washington State is the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42. Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the King. Martin Luther King died in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died. Get it? King. And now King County in Seattle is named after Martin Luther King. Anyway, so Elvis's head, this is Elvis's head right here. If this gets chopped off, All right, because that's what they were calling it. They were calling it the chop zone in Seattle during that pandemic. Okay, so the chop zone, chop equals 42, by the way. So chop zone is Elvis's head. See Elvis's head, his hair. You see his hair. That's this. That's his hair. This is his front of his face. This is his chin. This is his neck. This is the back of his head. So, so when if they chop this off, okay, that's the chop zone. All right. Now, you know that the Apple logo, because Washington is the Apple state. That's what that whole I Pet Goat video is all about. That all the truthers know about. I Pet Goat is all about the apple. Okay, Washington State is the Apple state, and it cracks in half. Okay, now about the Apple logo, what does the Apple logo have on it? It's got the bite of the apple because they're gonna. That's what's gonna happen. It's this. The snake is gonna bite it. Elvis is the serpent, man. Okay, and the word Washington equals the serpent in Gematria. Okay, and that's why Elvis on that stupid show, Masked Singer, Dr. Elvis was underneath the mask of the serpent. The serpent was Dr. Elvis, some stupid, singer during the pandemic. He was under that mask, the Masked Singer, the show. And that show came on before, that show had started, that Masked Singer, before the pandemic. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that that the Apple logo has the bite out of it, right? And the Washington State is the Apple state. And the Apple logo, when not the logo itself, but the logo with the bite on it came out the same year Elvis died, 1977. And that same year, Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown on June 11th. See, Seattle Slew. Slew means to violently kill. Anyway, so you have the chop zone. That's why I said they're going to probably crack this in half. Okay, the apple cracking in half. And you know that 9/11, because this is the next 9/11, right? Is the 6/11, right? Which is like the upside down 9/11. And Manhattan happened in the Big Apple, New York, the Big Apple. And now Washington is the Apple state, right? The next 9/11. And Manhattan had the TT, the double cross. Seattle has the TT, the double cross. And Seattle was originally called New York by the white settlers. Okay? Okay? You think these are coincidences? You're crazy. Anyway, August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound in Ohio. But he lives in Florida. Florida looks like Trump's hair. You put this on Trump's head, it would fit exactly. All right. And it also looks like a pistol because Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. All right. You understand? These are not coincidences, okay? Anyway, so let's move on. So, anyway, I showed you all that. I was going to show you this, but I'm gonna hold off on that. Hold off on that. Oh my goodness, this thing is never ending, man. And you know what? I took out like 20, 30 cards. So imagine, I still have another 2 stacks to go. Oh yeah, I didn't hear about that. Steve Martin in a movie said Seattle's coming to an end. I didn't hear that. Make sure you find out and tell me what movie that is. Just real quick, let me show you this. The reason I'm showing you why 11/28 is so important. First of all, from Barack Hussein Obama's birthday to my birthday, exactly our birth dates, the exact date we were born, from his birthday to my birthday is 1128 days. Because I told you everything's about the 9495. I was born on 9/4, but it landed on the 9/5 day. the 247, 248 day of the year, 9-4 on a leap year, but 9-5 is the target, because it's 248, 249, but it has to connect to the 247 also because it connects to the 9495, which is my birthday technically. But anyway, so if you add up all the numbers between 1 through 47, it equals 1128. And Trump just turned 47. He was elected 47 president, and Elvis just turned 47 years dead. He died 47 years ago. So now 4 plus 7 equals 11. 4 times 7 equals 28. Look at that. Perfectly matches to the number 1128. It doesn't do this with other numbers, folks. I'm not sure. I didn't look at every single one of them, but I know that a lot of the numbers don't do this. If some of them do it, I don't know. But 1128, 11 and 28, 4 plus 7, 4 times 7, get it? 47. I mean, I'm just saying, is that a coincidence? Anyway, why am I showing you the 1128? You'll see in a moment. So Trump's birthday from the first of the year, is 614, is 165 and 166 days on a leap year, 5 months, 14 days, or 5 months, 15 days. Okay? And from 614 to 1128 is the same months and days, but these days are not the same. Because you know why? Because February has 2 shorter days. That's why. That's the reason why you're seeing the difference in the actual days. But here, 5 months, 14 days, 5 months, 15 days, it's the same amount of distance from the first of the year to 614 to that 1128 number. And because I just told you that the 1128 is the 1 through 47, right? Right? Okay. Now, the reason I'm showing that, you'll see in a moment. But first, let me get this out of the way. So, Trump was born on 614 in between the years 46 and 47. So if you go from Trump's birthday, if you went forward 47 years, 6 months, 14 days, because he just turned to 47, remember? And 614 is his birthday. It lands right here on 12/27/93. But from that date to the day he gets his head wound, look at this. It's 1/15/44 days. That's MLK's birth and his death. 1/15/40, and he died on 4/4. He was born on 1/15, died on 4/4. Okay. Anyway, and one, forget it. I was about to go through a whole thing on that one. Now remember earlier when I showed you that 33 has the 15, which is the crown, then 666, and also 666 this way. And by the way, June 11th equals 141. So that's another connection. But what the reason I'm showing you this again is because Trump's birthday has that same numbers, 165 and 166, 16566, right? And the reason I'm showing you that, because look at this. Because from Elvis's birthday, if you go forward 15,666 days, it lands on 11/28, the year Elvis died. Elvis died on 8/16/77. But look, it's 11/28. There's that 11/28 number, and it lands on this number. And then from that date to 6/11/2025 is 47 years, 6 months, 14 days, or 15 days, if you add the day. You see, that's Trump's birthday, 6/14, 6/15, and he lands on 47. You see what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Is anyone following this part? Because I was showing you earlier how Trump's birthday, if you went forward 47 years, 6 months, 14 days, it lands on a certain date. From that date to August 4th, 2025, when he gets his head wound, it has MLK birth and death date in it, 1/15/44. He was born on 1/15, died on 4/4. All right. But you see what I'm saying? Because 33 is 1566, right? 15666. 1128. There's that 1128, 1 through 47 is 1128. And he's 47 years dead, Elvis. And from that day, it was in the same year Elvis died. But Elvis died on 8/16, but 11/28/77 is 47 years, 6 months, 14 days. That's Trump. but this is the day Washington State gets struck. Okay. Oh my God, my hand. Oh, oh, oh man, my arthritis is so bad. I'm not gonna be able to move my hands tonight. I got work to do. I got to do my reset videos. I have to put it together. I'm not doing a live stream tonight. Now let me keep going. So remember, I was just showing you all the 1128 connections with connecting just now, right? Now watch this. So if you still think it's a coincidence, the 1128, check this out. So remember, you add up all the numbers between 1 and 47, it's 1128. And I told you all the 47 connections just now with Elvis and Trump. If you go from the date 8-4 to 1128, it's 3 months, 25 days. And why is 3 months, 25 days so important? Because look, first of all, it's 16 weeks, 5 days. That's Trump's birthday, the 165th day of the year. And 325, the date is the 84th or 85th on a leap year, 84th day. So the 325 connects to everything here. You see? All right. And why am I showing you this? Because look, again, I told you everything connects. Elvis's birthday, from Elvis's birthday to 1128 is 325 days. See, this was 8-4 to there is 3 months, 25 days. This is Elvis's birthday to 1128 is 325 days. And June 11th is the 162nd day of the year and 163rd on leap year. Added up, you get 325. You see all the connections that I just showed with that, with the 1128 connections, if you've been following what I've been showing. And this 325, why am I showing this 325? What's so important about, besides it connecting to the 1128? The 325 connects to this. Look at this. There it goes again. The 325th prime, that's what it equals. Add the 325 to the 2153, you get 2478. There's my birthday again. The 247, 248th day of the year. You see? Again, and America's age was 247. It turned 248 this year. Next year, it'd still be 248, 249 on July 4th. But it has to happen. It has to happen while it's in the 248th year for the June 11th. But Trump, it's going to happen in the August 4th, which it's going to go into the 249th year. So it's going to go into the 248, 249 range. But they all connect. I'm trying to make you understand. 9-4 hits 9-5. And 9-5 is the 248, 249 day of the year. But on leap year, 9-4 lands on the 9-5. So that's why these two are interlocked. Okay? And now watch. Remember, we were just talking about the 325, right? All those connections that I just showed. Hold on. I'll go on anyone's channel. It's as long as they're, not rude to me, but they have to ask me. I'm not asking them. All right. So the Gregorian calendar. We're on the Gregorian. We used to be on the Julian. Look at this. 4-7 is 325. Man, are you not understanding what I'm showing you? 4-7 is 325. That's what it used to. So if you converted the Gregorian to the Julian, we would be at 325. 4-7 is 325. Okay? You see all the 325s, and I was showing you how it connected to the 1128, and 1 through 47 equaled the 1128. So I was showing you how it connected to the 325, everything, to the 47. And 4-7 is 325. Okay? I mean, I could show you more, but I'm just, that's enough. Oh, and by the way, 325, like I said, is the 84th or 85th day of the year, but but on a regular year, it's 2 months, 25 days. Look at that. Sometimes 84 days can be 2 months, 23 days, or 2 months, 24 days, depending on when you start. But if you start from the next year in 2025 to 325, 84 days is 2 months, 25 days. And Trump's going to get his head one on 8/4/2025. You see? Okay. And remember earlier I was showing you the connection to 611 with this first equation, then to 611 I showed you that it was to 611 was 47 years, 8 months, 8 days. I mean, it was 47 years, 6 months, 14 days. Sorry, folks. My voice is giving out. So to Trump's head one day, from that equation to that 1128, because 1 through 47 is 1128. That's also the year Elvis died in 77. 47 years, 8 months, 8 days. And why is that important? Because look, Trump equals 8847 and Beast equals 4788, you know. So that was the same kind of numbers. Look, 4788 from Elvis's birthday ending to this. And also it kind of connects. See, they're mocking God, you know, because Jesus equals 7411 in the front. Beast equals 4711. You see? 7411, 4711. All right. Oh my goodness, man. Trying to explain this is just unreal, man. Yeah, everything to do with the beast is connecting to Elvis. I have a 3-part on this channel under the live stream section. Part 1, part 2, part 3 of the beast. It's incredible video, but nobody's watching it. But it's all right. Anyway. All right, let me keep going. I have 2 more stacks, folks. It's still going to take another 20, 30 minutes. I'm about ready to lose it. All right. Yeah, the beast quake in Seattle. Remember? That happened on Elvis's birthday. Anyway, so remember I told you about backwards birthdays and Julian calendar and all that stuff? So look at this. Listen, pay attention. 5/29, which is JFK's birthday, its reverse date is August 4th. Okay, 5/29, JFK's birthday, the guy who got the head wound, and Trump's gonna get his head wound on 8/4. Its reverse date is 8/4. 8/4 on the Julian calendar is 7/22. 7/22's reverse date is 6/11. 6/11 on the Julian calendar is 5/29. Do you see what you see the perfect circle? It's a perfect circle. 5/29's reverse date is 8/4. 8/4 on the Julian calendar is 7/22. 7/22 reverse date is 6/11. 6/11's on the Julian calendar is 5/29. All right. Now, so you see how perfect this is, man? Come on. All right. Anyway, the reason I'm showing that is because, look, everything's connected to the stupid JFK. Because, JFK was born on 5/29 in the year 17. So look at this. January month chart. Elvis was born in January. So the first time you see January, it would be the first month. Then 12 months later, it would be the 13th month, 25th month, 37th month, 49th month, and so on. Every 12 months. If you get to the 44th and the 45th down, it's 517, 529. So at the 45 mark is JFK's birthday, 529. And at the 44, it's got the month and the year. So it was the 5th month, 17th year, 5th month, 29th day. So what you have here, and also you have the, connection with Satan. Satan equals 55. But so that means that that the 45th number down in January, where Elvis was born in January, is JFK's birthday. See? At 45, get it? And I told you the backwards date of 5/29, JFK's birthday, the guy who got the head wound, is August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. All right? And by the way, in between 5/29 and its reverse date, August 4th, is 67 or 68 days. If you add the day, Elvis equals 67, 68. See? Right there. Perfect. And if you still think it's a coincidence, remember, we were talking about this, right? 5/17, 5/29 being the 44 and 45th number down in January where Elvis is born. Look at this. August 4th's backwards date is 5/29. Elvis's death date, 8/16's backwards date is 5/17. Did you see what I just showed? 5/17, 5/29. 5/17, 5/29, 44, 45th day. Are you getting it? You see? And of course, if you add up Elvis's death day and the Trump head wound day, it's 16/20. That's 1/6/2 with the crown, or 2/16 with the crown. That's June 11th and August 4th. And of course, Elvis died in the 16th state, born in the 20th state. You know, the Elvis Super Bowl halftime show, and that Super Bowl was 20-16, the score in that Super Bowl score. But I'm not going to get into the Super Bowl stuff, but I'm just trying to show you how incredible that connections are, right? 5/17, 5/29, 44, 45th. 8/16's reverse date is 5/17. 8/4's reverse date is 5/29. Okay? Now, even Trump's birthday connects to it. Look, Trump's birthday from the first of the year to 6/14 is 5 months, 14 days, or 5 months, 15 days. If you don't add that 5 again and put it here, it's 5/14, 5/15. You get 5/29. That's JFK's birthday. I'm just saying, if you don't put that other 5 here, you know. And again, I'm asking you, what are the chances of this? Pay attention. So JFK, he was born on 5/29/17. Okay. So there's no such thing as 17 months and 29 months. So what you'd have to do is you have to figure out how to make this work where you can use his birth dates. So if you went from JFK's death date forward 17 years, 5 months, 29 days, all right, it lands on 5/20/81. So from JFK's birth, 5/29/17 to that date is 63 years, 11 months, 22 days. Are you seeing what I'm showing you? So 11/22/63 has 17 years, 5 months, 29 days to this date. And from the date the JFK is born to that date is 63 years, 11 months, 22 days. That's his death date, and that's his birthday. Death date and birthday. This date doesn't mean anything, you know. But I'm just saying it's a big coincidence, you know. So I took that date where he turned 60, because, you know, this is his birthday, and this is his death date, JFK, 11/22/63. And I told you it lands on 5/20/81, right? And from that day to the day that Trump gets his head wound, it's 1/6/1/48 days. So it has a combination of 8/4, 6/14, 6/11, you know, a few other things. So I don't know. You can look at that, but look at this: 44 years, 2 months, 16 days. 44 years, 2 months, 16 days. That's you know, that's the Trump head wound and Obama birthday. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. August month chart. The August month chart is the 8th month is the first one. Then the 4th one is 44. 8/4, 44. 8/4. Obama, the 44th president. Trump, the 44th person to become president. 216. Get it? 8/4, 44, 216. 8/4, 44, 216. And it even has the numbers in it of 8/4, 6/11, and 6/14. Oh man, my hand, and it's connected to JFK death date and JFK's birth date. Ow! Oh my goodness. My hand just, I can't move it. Hold on, folks. Oh, man, what do I got left? I'm about ready to lose it. Hold on. Yeah, someone's mentioning the Church of Elvis. I've actually talked about that, and I believe that the original street that it was on was Washington Street. I've talked about that because I was connecting it to the Church of Satan and the Church of Elvis, because that's that stupid Illuminati card game. Yeah, I've talked about that before, years ago. I believe the original address was on Washington Street. You know. But anyway, I'm just answering some people's questions here. Oh yeah, Lincoln is connected big time to this. Absolutely. Because I was just showing you the 1620, right? That Elvis died in the 16th state and was born in the 20th state. Who were the first two presidents, 16th and the 20th, to be assassinated? I told you everything is connected. 20 plus 16 is 36. Everything to do with the 666. Because 1 through 36 is 666, right? You know, everything with Elvis connects to the 666. I made a 7-part video of 666 connections to Elvis, but because I added some 2024 stuff in there, that's why I'm going to take that out and just make the whole 7 parts of for 2025. So I have to redo it, but I'll redo that over the next few months. I got one more stack left, and it's only like 10 more cards. All right. Yeah. Anyway, yes, Elvis looks like the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. All right. Now, you know, check this out. Do you know that when Reagan was shot, there was a guy? Hold on. Well, I'll get to that in a moment. But you know that because you remember I told you that when Trump became president and was elected president, Obama was 55. When Trump was elected president, I'm talking about the first time, and when he became president, Obama was 55 years old. Satan equals 55. Then during 9/11, which is much more bigger ritual, I mean, you think about it. So who was 55 that year? It was Trump. Trump was 55 years old. Satan equals 55, right? And that was the year Elvis was 66, and twin equals 66. Twin towers fell, and he had an identical twin that died at birth. So anyway, so Obama, Obama was 55 when Trump became elected and became president, and Satan equals 55. Trump was 55 during 9/11. All right, and Elvis turned 55 in the year 1990, and that year the Super Bowl, the score was 55-10, and Satan equals 55-10 when Elvis became 55 in 1990. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the Super Bowl stuff, but anyway, the point I was trying to make is everything is about Satan with that, right? And I didn't find this. I'm talking about this one particular thing that I'm about to say right now. This one particular thing was on somebody else's channel. He says, I didn't look it up. He says that when Obama became president, that not became president, when he said he was going to run for president, that he was 45 years, 6 months, 6 days old. All right, when he was running for president, when he said he was going to run. All right, so he was 45 years, 6 months, and supposedly Strong's Concordance, which I don't pay attention to, but the Strong's, I know a little bit about it, but Strong's Concordance 4566 is Satan. It says Satan for 45, but there might be a few other ones for Satan for that. I don't know, but 4566 is Satan. So 45 years, 6 months, 6 days when he started running for president. And I told you that, and you'll see why I'm bringing that up. That was Obama. But Obama became president at 47. Okay? And Trump just became the 47th elected, right? Now I'm going to show you what I found. See, I told you, Obama is the ushering in of Trump, who is the Antichrist in the flesh. Obama is the third wheel to this charade. But there's many antichrists, okay? But the top two are Elvis, Trump, okay? Those are the top two, and everybody else, in the running for it. Anyway, so to watch this. Now you want to see why when Obama supposedly was running for office, when he had the 45 years, 6 months, 6 days that somebody was mentioning, uh, uh, and Strong's Concordance, the number 4566, I don't know which one, Greek or Hebrew, I don't know which one, but is Satan, right? Now watch this. Now you're going to see the real, the real Satan, okay? Get ready. Okay, watch. So pay attention, okay? So when Trump was born, 6/14/1946, to the day that, you know what happened on this day? There was a shooting at a kid's school. I'm not going to name it, but it's got the initials SH. It was the biggest thing ever at the time. To that date is 66 years, 6 months, 0 days, or 1 day. So just forget about that. 66 years, 6 months to this date. And this is George Washington's death date, by the way, 12/14. So from Trump's birthday to 12/14, 66 years, 6 months. From that day to the day Trump becomes 79 years old, it's 4566 days. And I told you Strong's Concordance, 4566 is Satan. Okay? And now watch this. Trump's born on the 165th day of the year. The percentage is 45.21%. 45 plus 21 is 66. 45 to the 66. 4566. See what I mean? He's born on the 165th day of the year. On a regular year, it's 45.21%. 45 plus 21 is 66. See? And see, to his birthday next year. Okay? So you have the 666 and you have that as Satan. All right, so that's the real, if you really want to look at it. So I'm trying to make that that other person, because there's a lot of people who think Obama's the Antichrist. And years ago, when I discovered that his numbers equaled 666, I was the one who discovered that about Obama. But at that time, at that one for a minute, I might have thought, but I realized that no way. But anyway, now Reagan, he was shot, but he survived. Ronald Reagan, right? So it was the Greek concordance. All right, thank you. Anyway, so Ronald Wilson Reagan, it's got 6 letters, 6 letters, 6 letters, right? Everyone thought that he was the Antichrist because his address at his Bel Air home was 666 St. Cloud. And then they changed it to 668, okay? The address. So Ronald Wilson Reagan, he had 6 letters, 6 letters, 6 letters, right? And Trump, because Ronald Reagan was the first one to do the Make America Great Again. You see? And he was an actor, just like Trump. Nothing but a 2-bit actor. But he's like the Antichrist in the flesh. He's not that. What I'm saying, he's much more important than Reagan. But I forgot what I was saying. Reagan was shot. Okay, now let me keep going. So remember, he has that 666 connections, and even his address was 666. Okay, and watch this. From Ronald Reagan's birth. Look at that. He was born in 1911. Look at that. It's got the 611 right there, and 206 is the Seattle area code. 206 and 611. Look at that. And to Elvis's death date from his birthday, And RR is 1818. That's Elvis twins, 1818. They were both born on 1/8, Elvis and his twin. But look, 66 years, 6 months, 11 days to Elvis's death date. Can you believe this? And I told you RR is 1818. 1818 equals 216. Or if you go 8181, it's 16.2. That's June 11th and August 4th. 162nd day, 216th day. But anyway, Elvis had an identical, remember? They were both born on 1818. Anyway, so 66 years, 6 months, 11 days. Now, why am I showing this? Because, look, from the day he got shot, because Reagan was shot on 3/30/81. There's that 33 with a crown. But look, Elvis's birth, from Elvis's birth to that day he got shot, look at that. Look at the days. 1, 6, 8, 8, 4 days. That's Elvis's death date, 8/16, and Trump had one 8/4. 8/16/84. You see that? All right. So that's another connection. All right. From Elvis's birth to Reagan shooting. And look at this. From the Reagan shooting to the day Trump gets his head wound, look at this. 44 years, 4 months, 5 days, if you add the day. Can you believe that? There's your 4445. And you know the square root of 4445 is 66.67. And the word twin equals 66. Elvis was a twin. And Elvis equals 67. And Elvis's twin, Jesse, Jessie, equals 67. So they were both twins. Twins equals 66. And Elvis equals 67. And Jesse, Jessie, equals 67. Just like on his tombstone. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that it was 44 years, 4 months, 5 days from the Reagan shooting to August 4th. All right? Or 4 days if you don't add the day. I'm just saying that's a big coincidence. And remember, MLK was killed on 4/4, but it landed on the 4/5 day. And MLK was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died. And Elvis was known as the King, Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King is now named after the Seattle, Washington, King County. You know, where Seattle is. Oh my goodness, this is impossible, man. Trying to explain this, man, is driving me nuts. And you know that Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio, right? The 17th state. And you know that this whole Q movement had to do with the letter Q, right? And this whole thing surrounding Trump was 17. I mean, Q was the 17th letter. And JFK's gravesite has the letter Q around it. If you go look at it, his gravesite from above, it's like a letter Q. And JFK, the one who got the head wound. So you have the connection to that with the Q movement. Q is a 17th letter. Ohio's a 17th state where Trump's going to get his head wound. And look at this. Man, I can't breathe. So from JFK's death to the Reagan shooting was 17 years, 4 months, 8 days, or 9 days if you don't add the day. And Ohio's a 17th state. And it should have been the 48th state because it wasn't officially made a state till years later. It should have been the 48th state. And Arizona, which is the 48th state, should have been the 47th state. And that's where Gabby Giffords got her head wound on Elvis's birthday, the congresswoman. And on that same day, you had the beast quake in Seattle because that's what's going to happen. Seattle's going to get a head wound. The beast quake happened on Elvis's birthday, same day Gabby Giffords got her head wound. And she survived. And she was doing the fight. And that's what Trump did after he got his ear clipped. He did the fight. And he got his ear clipped on, the time was 6/11. Get it? The time was 6/11, but the date was 7/13. And then he went back to Butler, Pennsylvania 84 days later. You see? Where he got his head wound. But that's not his real head wound. The real head wound's coming on August 4th. But anyway, you got to watch my videos. Go watch my live streams. But anyway, so from JFK's death to the Reagan shooting was 17 years, 4 months, 8 days, okay? And Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4 in the state of Ohio. Ohio's a 17th state, okay? Now, before I show you the next thing, uh, you know, James Brady, the day Reagan was shot, that day there was a shooting. I mean, the day Reagan got shot, there was another guy who got shot. Uh, was James Brady, and he was shot. Listen to where he says where he got shot. Where was James Brady shot?
According to Wikipedia, shooting on March 30th, 1981, 69 days into his presidency, Ronald Reagan and his cabinet members and staff, including Brady, were leaving the Washington Hilton Hotel when a gunman opened fire.
Washington Hilton. You see that? It's even got the Washington connection. But watch. Where in the body did James Brady get shot?
According to Wikipedia, the bullet hit Brady in the head above his left eye, passing underneath his brain and shattering his brain cavity, exploding on impact.
So he survived this head wound, this James Brady. He survived for 33 years. And mind you, he got shot on 3/30. All right? Listen to this. He died 33 years later. What day did James Brady die?
James Brady died on August 4th, 2014.
So the guy who got shot in the head during Reagan's shooting, Ronald Reagan, sounds like Donald. Get it, Ronald Donald. The guy who got shot in the head dies on August 4th, 33 years later. You can't make this stuff up. You know, this is stuff I've already shown from years ago, folks. We're talking about years ago on my channels that were terminated. All right, but so James Brady, who got shot in the head, he died on 8/4, 33 years after he got shot. Okay? Now, so let's get back to what I was talking about. Hold on. What are you saying? Oh. Give me a second here. So, remember I showed you from JFK's death to the Reagan shooting was 17 years, 4 months, 8 days. And Trump's going to get his head one on 8/4 in the 17th state, Ohio, right? Now, from James Brady's birth, the guy who got shot in the head, from his birth to Trump's birthday, pay attention, from James Brady's birth to Trump's birthday is 5 years, 9 months, 17 days. First of all, you got the 216 in there. You have 6/11, 162. You have all the connections to August 4th, June 11th, and whatever. It doesn't matter. That's not important. But look, 5 years, 9 months, 17 days, okay? From James Brady's birth to Trump's birth. Now, why am I showing this? Because look at from Trump's birthday to JFK's death. From Trump's birthday to JFK's death is 17 years, 5 months, 9 days. 5 years, 9 months, 17 days. From the guy who got the head wound at the Reagan shooting, his birth to Trump's birth. Then from Trump's birth to JFK's birth, 17 years, 5 months, 9 days. 5 years, 9 months, 17 days. 17 years, 5 months, 9 days when you add the day. You see what I'm showing? Are you guys getting that? And what is the 17th prime number? Because Trump's going to get his head one in Ohio. The 17th prime is 59. 59. 17th prime is 59. You see how perfect that is? And what's in between 17 and 59 is 42. 17 plus 42 is 59. And Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington is the 42nd state. You see? I'm just saying, folks, are these coincidences? And look, you know, Trump, I told you he's born on the 165th day of the year. 165 days is 45.21%. And Ohio's the 17th state. It's like a perfect numbers here. 45.21% is 165th day of the year, which is Trump's birthday. And then you have the 17 for the percentage even. Ohio's the 17th state. All right. Now, okay, you can't make this stuff up, man. And look at this. From James Brady's birth to the day JFK was shot. 84, 85 days or 84, 86 days. Look at that. 8485 if you don't add the day. You see that? How you like them apples? 8485. That's it. I told you Trump's gonna get his head on 84, but it lands on the 85 day on a leap years. You know what I mean? So it's all connected. 84, 85, right? And um, and what is this? I can't. Oh, that's his birthday also. James Brady's birth. 829 to 44. MLK's death is 27 years, 7 months, 7 days. That's the 404th prime. 404th prime is 2777. Look at that. So that's another connection. And by the way, 829 on 9/11 on the Julian calendar is 829. So 9/11 is 829, by the way. Anyway, folks, this is the last thing on the show. So from JFK's death to the day Trump's gonna get his head wound next year. Look at that. It's 225 and then the 37. So basically it's the EL in 2025. And look at the amount of years, months. Look at that. 61814. That's the same numbers as 61184. Look, 61184 or 614. 614 and 84 or whatever. Well, you know what I mean. It's the same numbers as my two predictions, 61184. And the percentage is 6174, and that's Jesus equals 7461. It's, it's kind of backwards. But this is what's important. 22537. EL 225. All right, that's it. I've had enough. All right, folks, that was it. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow I get to my reset videos. Because I did some damage right now in my throat. Oh man. Yeah, you guys are making good comments, but I just can't comment to it all. Yeah, God bless all of you. Appreciate the kind words. And can you guys thumb up the video, please? And can you make a comment under the channel? Under the video once it goes up. All right. And by the way, I will be deleting that last video that I did. I'm going to redo it without a little bit of the stuff in it. So, because it wasn't supposed to be in it, some of it. But if you want to watch it, you can watch it. I'm going to be deleting in a couple of days. But, hold on. I can't even write. My fingers are shaky. I'm holding the phone. I messed up. I was trying to write. Someone's asking me what my calculator is. There's lots of Gematria calculators, but the one that was made for me gives you not so many things as the other people's, but mine's is more important. But anyway, calthis.com/Gematria. You have to type that in, calthis.com/Gematria. And you'll get to my calculator. But other people's calculators do much more, but I don't know if they charge money or not. I don't use it, so I don't know. See, my calculator, the difference between mine and theirs, my calculator only gives those 4 ciphers, but it adds it up. Other people's don't, because I was the first one to add stuff up. That's how I was able to figure out that stupid Obama's full name equals 666. If you add up all the numbers. And now other people are using it, they don't give me credit for it. So until that dum-dum gives me... By the way, I don't want to call him a dum-dum, because right now we're not arguing. But if he starts giving me credit, then I'll start... If I use one of his things ever, I won't give him credit. Like I did earlier. The one little thing that he had mentioned that I was connecting it to. That I was trying to make him see that Trump is the real Antichrist. Obama is just one of the Antichrists, But Elvis is the top Antichrist. Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. Because let me tell you what they're doing. They're mocking God. Why does there have to be two? Why is there two Antichrists? Because when Jesus was walking the earth, when he came in the flesh, when the Word became flesh, and the Word is God, and it became flesh and dwelt among us, God was still in heaven. So you have God in heaven and God on earth. That's what you're seeing. All right. That's why Elvis has to be the unseen, real Antichrist, and Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. All right. That's why Jesus said, when the I and the Father are one, or when you see me, or when you see me, you see the Father. That's what he's telling you, because he's the image of God. Jesus is God. And that's why you have these two beasts. And that's why it says in the Bible, the beast out of the sea, because Elvis is the beast out of the sea. All right. And that's why you have that, whatever, you'll see. But the beast out of the sea, one of his heads had a deadly head wound that was healed. And what better way to have a head wound? Yeah, Joseph, I used one of your things today, and I gave you a little bit of credit, but I didn't say your name. But now people know what I'm talking about. But you guys start giving me credit for that 666 with Obama. You didn't do that. You got that from me. Anyway, so the beast gets a head wound. All right, the beast gets a head wound. I mean, the beast out of the sea, one of its heads got a head wound. What better way for one of its heads to kind of look like Elvis? Because Trump is always comparing himself to Elvis. You know what I mean? Because when they were younger, they actually did look alike, a little bit. And Trump and Elvis, he check it out. Kissing Cousins, Elvis.
Kissin' Cousins is a 1964 movie directed by Gene Nelson starring Elvis Presley, Glenda Farrell, and Jack Albertson.
See, look. Give me a second to pull it up. See, they show a blonde version of Elvis. Look. In the movie Kissin' Cousins, see Elvis here, and then they put Elvis in the blonde hair. Because his real hair was blonde, Elvis. Elvis dyed his hair black. And why did they do that? Because Trump was going to be the golden child. You understand? He was the one. That's why he had to have the blonde hair. And Elvis, when Elvis was younger, he had blonde hair. Yeah. And by the way, people are mentioning the Black Star. Like I said, I was the first one to mention all that, connecting to Elvis and all that. David Bowie and all that. You got years ago, I talked about it. But I've talked about it a few times on this channel too. Elvis is the Black Star. That's why Elvis was the only one to have a black star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He has an extra star. That star that he used to have, his name on it, was moved. And that star has never been replaced. It has a black star on it. All right? He's the only one who has a black star. All right? Just like Black Lives Matter. Lives is Elvis. Levi's, lives, lives, evils. Dr. Evil's headquarters in that movie. Stupid motorcycle. Anyway, Dr. Evil's with an S is Elvis. In that movie Austin Powers, the Space Needle was where his headquarters was Dr. Evil's. And then and Black Lives is Elvis. They had it everywhere because his name is everywhere. Levi's, everyone wears Levi's. Levi's is all over, you know. And you know I've connected the Super Bowls with the 49ers. 49ers play at Levi's Stadium. Anyway, folks, you guys got to watch my videos, all right? And um, there's something I was going to say. Anyway, like I said, Elvis is the Antichrist. Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. But Obama is a big time player in this. Uh, uh, Elon Musk is a big time player in this. Uh, but they're just Antichrist. Just like Bush. Don't you think Bush is a big player? He was the 9/11 president. And his father was a president. So you have a father and a son. And the father was the 41. Bush Jr. was the 43rd. 41, 43 equals 84. Can't you, do you not understand what I'm saying? You know, it's all connected. But who are they doing it for? Who is the key to all of this? It's Elvis. Elvis is known as the king, right? It's not just because he's known as a king, but he was the, the representation of Lucifer. Lucifer was a singer, a musician. Well, not only he's a musician in heaven. Everything out of Lucifer oozed music, and that's what Elvis is. And he was adorned in jewels, just like Elvis, adorned in jewels. And he wore a cape. Like he had wings. You understand? Anyway, yeah, exactly, and he danced like a snake. All right, folks. God bless all you. Anyone who got in late, you got to watch from the beginning. It's a very good video, but you got to be patient. You got to listen to what I'm saying, and then you'll understand it all. All right, folks. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video. End of video. And by the way, hold on. I don't know yet. Like I said, I might be doing those reset videos tomorrow starting. So I'm just telling you guys. And there's a reason why I'm trying to get it out tomorrow. You'll see why. And by the way, just to let you guys know, today, where's this stupid thing? Today is also like, I was saying it earlier. Today is like June 11th, kind of, because look, I showed this in the other live stream. I've shown this years ago too. Today's date is 11/30, right? So the time on the clock, the time on the clock, 11:30, the hands are on the 6 and the 11, see? And today's date is 11/30. So I'm just saying, and I'm not saying anything's going to happen. I'm just saying that it's a connection. And there's more I could show you, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow because it's connected to the reset also. All right, folks. God bless all of you. Yeah, tomorrow. I'm not going to, yeah. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you watch from the beginning. Make sure you comment under the video here. Not here in the live, but over, when I put it up, you're going to see it. Comment in the video and make sure you thumb up the video. Thank you, and God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video.